everybody, and welcome to the first Melfest Insider. Here with me, the online producer Helena Nilsson, and
my name is Gustav Dahlander. I'm an expert at Melodifestivalen online at the SVT department, and we're here right after the first dress rehearsal, right?
That's right. And what's happening behind us, Gustav?
It's a big crowd with the artists at the press conference. Lots of journalists here trying to get to the artists. We'll see if we can find any of them also. Perhaps not. But it's good to see all of you. We're doing this in English, first time ever. Really exciting to stand here and speak English to you. To bridge our show to all of our international fans, which is one set of the journey to everybody in the world speaking Swedish eventually, which is the hidden agenda of Melodifestivalen, right?
Of course it is, of course. But what can we expect for the live show tomorrow?
Well, all of you are probably very, very curious at the contests, so let's start with a run-through of the contests. We have the Mamas starting, obviously the backing singers for John Lundvik in Eurovision last year with the 5th place in Eurovision fresh on their minds. We also have some Eurovision fame with Robin Bengtsson in this year. Robin Bengtsson from 2017, also 5th place in Eurovision Song Contest.
Yes, right.
And we apologize for the lighting conditions here because we couldn't find the electricity, but bear with us, it's a premiere. Thank you, that's very nice of you. We're trying to follow the comments too, and do post your questions if you have questions. We have a hidden agenda, yeah, that's good. And we're trying to pick them up as good as we can. I mean, we have two people here, and one of us, which is now talking, will try to look here and see what you are writing.
Yeah. And if you have any suggestion of who we should try to ask back here, just write it down and we'll see what we can make happen.
Yeah, and as I said, the Mamas will start the show. It's quite a simplistic setting. The new stage is made to be very dynamic. It doesn't have a strong ID in itself. It's made big, so you can put set pieces on it, props, and many of the entries will bring props, but the Mamas will not bring props because they are the special effect. That's the idea, and it's like all smiles performance with charismatic singers and strong voices.
The gospel feeling there again.
Yeah. And we continue with
Susie Pia, exactly. And what does Susie Pia bring to Melodifestivalen?
Well, we have, perhaps you're reading the expert blog, which is in Swedish, but we have English summaries for you. Helena helped me to put together Bidragsbibeln, the fact sheet for all of the entries. So go into the Bidragsbibeln and you will find all the facts on the stage shows in Swedish, but you can translate it, whatever. Susie Pia, for example, has this prop with a wall, which gives us a music video start of the performance. She's 17 years old, first time in this kind of situation for her. She had a tour this summer, but she had a breakthrough on social media, so many other young performers nowadays. So it's really exciting to see what will happen for her tomorrow. She has kind of a dance performance with a pop/urban song, and you can listen to sneak peeks from the songs and watch sneak peeks from the rehearsals at SVT Play also, so don't forget to check that out.
Unfortunately, you can't use the app, where we also have a lot of information, so this is what you will have to give this up.
No, this is not the real Melodifestivalen show, this is a preview show for all of you asking about this. Melodifestivalen is of course tomorrow at 20:00 CET, klockan 8 på kvällen, the first Saturday in February, always, that's the tradition.
And everybody can watch the show tomorrow at SVT Play, even if you don't live in Sweden.
Oh, thank you. Because that was the best thing that happened. Yeah.
Compliment.
Yeah, no, I'm weak for this. And on the third spot in the running order, so if we should complete this, is Robin Bengtsson, of course. And that's quite an interesting thing, I think, because people were overwhelmed by the song when they heard the song, and then when they saw the stage show, they thought that the stage show was underwhelming. I'm trying to sum up what the comments have been from journalists and fans this far, and it's kind of interesting equation to see what this will amount to at the end of the day for him.
Yeah, what would you say? Is it similar to what you did when you competed in Kyiv a few years ago?
No treadmill this time.
No treadmill.
More simple. I was talking to him, and Robin said that it's a lot of show this time, but in a completely different way. I would compare it to Isa from 2016 with "I Will Wait," the ballad. Which made it to the second chance, but also had silhouettes in the background, and this is based on silhouettes in the background. And fun fact is that the silhouettes are recorded by Daniel Koivunen and Ellen Lindblad, who are well-known dancers in the world of Melodifestivalen. Ellen Lindblad being the sister of Hanna Lindblad, former artist 2 times.
That's more than I knew.
It's important to know this.
Yes. And who else do we have? Who comes out? Malou Prytz, right?
Malou Prytz is number 4 in the running order. Malou Prytz, of course, who had a big breakthrough last year in Melodifestivalen. 15 years old, she made it straight to the final, and she's back to follow this up. She is changing style markedly to a big arena mid-tempo pop song, written by the Euphoria songwriters Thomas Gesson and Peter Boström, and also, I'm right? Yeah, I'm right. And also Jimmy Jansson, who is 3 times artist in Melodifestivalen. But he has kind of transferred into being a songwriter, and he has written 6 of the 28 songs this year in Melodifestivalen. 6 out of 28. This frequency of one single songwriter is never heard of before in modern time Melodifestivalen.
It's really impressive, and it's an impressive team she has behind her, but she also have someone with her on the stage.
Yeah, she has a dancer whose name is Maria Avatare. Avatare is an Estonian name. This is also important to know. But I try to remember these kind of things. But she's a body double of Malou, and Malou is an introvert personality type, and this dancer is symbolizing her inner world when she sings "When I'm Alone," etc., etc. You can find all the lyrics also at the blog, which are also at the Bidrags Bibeln fact sheets.
Indeed, it is.
But yeah, that's Malou Prytz. Do we have anything to add about here? Oh.
I think that's about it for now.
Fellow Canadians.
Oh, Canadian.
Yeah, I have something to add. We have Isa Tengblad, who I also mentioned from I Will Wait 2016. She is actually doing the backing vocals for this entry, and she co-wrote Malou's song last year. And the stage design is done by Ace Wilder, Alice Gernandt, who's of course a very successful Melodifestivalen performer.
She did the same last year for Melodifestivalen?
Yeah, she did a show last year as well. So she's back, and they're trying to kind of get the same team together, and they just changed the songwriters, and tries to take this to another level yet.
And who follows up? It's
OVR.
Yeah.
And this is where we first time see a big prop on stage, right?
Tell me more about the prop.
They have this big stair in bright color with LED stripes also. So the intention is to change the stage completely. When the stage was released, it was kind of, I kind of expected it to be not very impressed fans, because a lot of people care very much about the stage. Because the stage is made to be kind of anonymous or not very strong in its idea and expression. So it's not overwhelming to just see the stage on a sketch. You have to see the live entries on stage to get an impression of the stage.
Yeah, that as well, and it looks totally different if you look at it live than looking at it on the screen.
Yeah, we're trying to take questions, but I'm not good at doing 2 things at the same time. But I'm trying to, yeah. But do write your questions. I'll try to keep an eye out for them.
And definitely write them also before we do these live streams, because then we can have already prepared answers and some research around them.
Yeah. And OVR, it's a song in Swedish. It's an acronym. It stands for Om vi överlever, which is also something that they sing right at the beginning of the song. It means if we survive. And it's a kind of club vibe song, and you're supposed to get the feeling that you're in a club.
Exactly. And the song title is Inga Problem.
Inga Problem, no problems.
No problems. And after we have a comeback.
Trying to see. Sean Baran is participating in dance melody. I don't know about it. Do you know?
I don't know that either.
That's a cool thing if it's true. But we'll see if Sean Baran participates in Denmark. But he does participate in Melodifestivalen, right?
In an interval act, he will participate tomorrow evening together with some other former participants.
We will not have any pictures released this year with these statistics, udda, tempo, etc., etc. We have had it every single year since 2012, but not this year, simply because we changed priorities and felt that even online needs to renew itself and follow the developments, because we used to have a website and make a lot of stuff for our website, and now we don't have a website, so we don't have them, unfortunately. I haven't, because the artists themselves did them. They put these percentages. If you read the website and what we've been doing through the years, you've been seeing these percentages, and they came from the artists, but we have to ask all of the artists, and I haven't been able to do this year.
We also got the question if the voting system will change this year. Will it be the same, or will it be any differences?
Thank you for complimenting the stage. The voting system, the rules are the same. One single detail in the presentation that I know of will be changed, but that doesn't relate to the heats. So what we're seeing structure-wise is the same that we're used to in Melodifestivalen over the years. We have the first round, then we have 6 entries proceeding to the second round, 5 entries proceeding to the second round, and from the second round, of course, we have 2 making it to the second chance and 2 making it to the final and 1 leaving the contest. So we will see something familiar here, but we'll also see a lot of new elements in the show itself. We have just seen the first round through of the show proper here at the dress rehearsal, and there are new things like the postcards, you know, the artist presentations that we usually call them. They are not at all artist presentations. This is what we see before the entries go on stage. Instead, we see the songwriters talking about the song. The purpose is to make this what it actually was originally and what it should be, a song contest where we get lots of information about the song.
And we should move ahead to the 6th participant of tomorrow.
Yeah, not forgetting the run-through that we had.
Sonja Aldén.
Sonja Aldén, a classic name in the world of Melodifestivalen, who made her debut in 2005 when she did the backing vocals for Lithuania in the Eurovision Song Contest, which was completely unsuccessful. But Sonja did a great job. I'm sure you can go back and watch the pictures and see her providing those backing vocals for Laura and the Lovers. But she is a classic, of course, in the world of Melodifestivalen. She had a huge success in 2007, and now she's back with another ballad. It's a very, very classic ballad, and this is the biggest technical challenge, perhaps, during this week's Melodifestivalen, because she has, light bulbs on stage. This is very, very difficult to accomplish technically, because on the Thursday rehearsal, one of the light bulbs was out completely. They tried to replace it, but replacing a light bulb, that's very hard, and they weren't possible to do this. And yes, today on the rehearsal, all of the light bulbs were out in the first run-through because they hadn't been possible to fix this. But then all of them came on, so the technical people obviously have this under control now. At least we hope so, and it will probably go smoothly tomorrow.
I think changing a light bulb would be the only thing I would be able to do technical on the stage. But it's the other way around for these guys.
Yeah, me too.
And then, who wraps up the show, or at least not by the participants?
Yeah, we're asked to speak Swedish. Unfortunately, det här är en engelsk sändning. Allt annat vi gör är på svenska. This is in English. Everything else we're doing is in Swedish. We're trying to build a bridge here so that people understand what we're doing in the show, even though you're perhaps not very well versed in Swedish.
Om cirka en halvtimme kommer Gustav Dahlander och Onlines programledare Sofia Dalén ha ett klassiskt mellosvep.
Då pratar vi svenska.
Yeah.
See you in Swedish in the Mello-svepet.
And then they will also talk about the poll that's been made.
Yeah, Melodifestivalklubben of course has a poll, an exit poll, asking the crowd in the arena who has seen the show as the show is supposed to be and as it will be experienced by the viewers tomorrow, who was the best, and the statistics from this poll, they are usually the most relevant statistics to find out what will actually happen in the real vote tomorrow night. And I don't know, perhaps I got some message about this because I asked them to perhaps send me something if they have it. I don't know. Yeah, I have something.
You got something. You guys gonna be one of the first ones knowing perhaps about what the prediction about tomorrow's qualifiers
I'm so excited actually. The winner, Felix Sandman. Felix Sandman is the winner in the exit poll, and this is supposedly the final results that we have. And second place, the Mamas, who are standing here. On third place we have Malou Prytz, making it to the second chance if the crowd here gets to decide. And on the fourth place only Robin Bengtsson. And this is interesting, returning as a former winner to Melodifestivalen is statistically hard because you're compared to what you did in your winning entry. So it's always hard to get back. Anna Bergendahl did this last year after 9 years, but still she made it to the final but had to go via the second chance, and then she had a huge hit in Sweden. Following the results, on fifth place, Sonja Aldén. Also interesting. A lot of people expected this. Who would vote for this kind of ballad nowadays? Apparently, a lot of people in Linköping. And also on the shared last position, Ovia and Susie P. This is the results that we had. Felix Sandman, number 2, the Mamas, number 3, Malou Prytz, number 4, Robin Bengtsson, number 5, Sonja Aldén, and number 6, 7, Ovia Susie P.
And Felix Sandman is the one that we haven't talked about yet. Has he been the talk of the town this week? Is this expected, do you think?
Yeah, he obviously was the favorite going into this semi-final. Then there has been some talk, will this be too difficult? Will the song be too difficult or not immediate enough for people to achieve it? What to say, receive it? But obviously it worked. It has a very strong expression in the stage show, and the lyrics are also very profound, and they get to explain the lyrics very, very clearly in the postcard presenting the entry. So this could also have an effect. The lyrics, of course, being about boys with emotions that men in some cases and some situations all too often are not allowed to show emotions and allowed to be sensitive.
I wonder.
Hello.
I might take a look and see if we can grab one of the participants.
Go ahead, and I will talk about the hosts and some other stuff.
We have a lot to.
It would be amazing if we get to talk to them too. This is SVT after all, but this is a press conference, so we have to give the press the first grab at the artists. But about the hosts this year, we have 3 hosts in Melodifestivalen this year: David Sundin, Linnea Henriksson, and Lina Hedlund. And Lina Hedlund, of course, is Alcazar fame, well known to most people. Linnea Henriksson is a jazz singer or jazz pop singer who's considered to be something of a rookie in the world of Melodifestivalen, but she is a huge fan actually privately of Melodifestivalen and did an interval act in 2018. So she's not completely new in the game, and she looked very, very comfortable in the first dress rehearsal here. We also have David Sundin, who has written the scripts for Melodifestivalen in 2015 and 2016. And now we have a guest of Eurovision fame, Robin Bengtsson. How are you?
I'm really good. Thank you. How are you guys?
Yeah, we're great. We're doing this in English for the first time. So it's a touch of Eurovision already. Are you prepared to go there again if that would be the fate?
I would love to. But I don't dare to dream about that just yet. I just hope to make it to the finals.
Yeah. So you did the dress rehearsal now,
Yeah.
meeting the crowd with a new song. What was it like?
It was like, I think it was the best rehearsal I've done since I got here, because it was, to see the arena filled with people, it made such a difference for me, because this year I'm pretty much standing facing the audience all the time, and just was able to take that in, and it gave me much more energy, and felt like it was a really cool rehearsal.
What has been your biggest challenge preparing the entry and rehearsing?
Well, I think just to focus on standing still and singing the song. It's not super hard to sing, but it has a lot of falsetto and parts, and well, the main thing that's going on behind me, I can't really do anything with that. I just count on it to look good, and so I guess it's maybe the falsetto parts and just being focused for 3 minutes. I have a lot of camera angles to keep in mind also.
Do we have any fan questions for Robin? Can you see something?
Describe your song in 3 subjectives, or 3 words.
3 words. That's easier because I don't know what
Yeah,
subjectives.
that's fine.
I'd say dreamy, mystic, and romantic.
And we have to ask you, we were talking about former winners returning to Melodifestivalen. Was it a hard thing for you to decide to go back to Melodifestivalen, just being a former winner, and 2017 wasn't that long ago?
Yeah, I know. I guess it's a bit risky, but I just love the competition. I had a blast the 2 years I was in it, and I waited 2 years now, and I thought this year, I'm just gonna send this on because I really love it, and see if they will have me back. And if they'll have me back, I'm pretty sure that they will think it's a good idea. So I went with that, and suddenly I was at the press conference. It all went pretty fast, but I'm glad I did it because I really love the song.
And as you told me, it's quite fun to sing in TV.
Yeah, it's actually really funny.
And we're happy to have you back here, Robin.
I'm glad to be back.
Yeah.
Okay, should we release Robin for the crowd?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
And they are ending the press conference here, and that's what we're hearing in the speakers.
Yeah,
Lots of questions.
We should also start wrapping up because soon we have the Swedish live.
Oh yeah, that's true. We talked to you in Swedish via the Melodifestivalen app, and also here at YouTube, actually. So you can see us in Swedish if you speak Swedish, and if you're practicing your Swedish, because that's what we want you to do as well. And you're doing it automatically by watching Melodifestivalen, because I love the Swedish language. So what can we say?
And once again, I saw we got a question about where you can watch it as international viewers, and that's still SVT Play. So svtplay.se, and you will see the Melodifestivalen logo. It will be on the front page. So just click there at 8 o'clock Central European Time tomorrow.
Yeah, don't miss that out, and also don't miss the Hall of Fame, which is a new thing this year. Melodifestivalen has started the Hall of Fame. We just should mention this because it's a really important thing that will stay with us through the years from now on. 48 inductees. We will see the first 12 here, and you can see all of them that we know this far. Actually, all of them quite soon. I will have to update that page, but you can find them at the blog because I'm trying to keep up for you there and just present all of them. Well, they're tearing this place down, so
we better say bye.
We better say goodbye.
Yeah, we write a lot of in English as well. Okay, bye.
Bye.